The road is long, but tonight I'm tired of walking alone. 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 Yeah, that's definitely smudged. I do this defiantly smudged. Does it feel nice? Yeah, I bet it does. It feels real good. Okay, it's getting fucking worse. Might just be glare from light. Cut your hair, you look like a faggot. Do you know who else I look like? Max Mofo, according to these guys. Oi, cunt. Oi, cunt. Does that make it better? Anyway, let's get on with this video. I'm gonna start screen capturing. Look at that, my boys. That's 4,000. What the hell's going on with my hair? Yeah, there we go. I'll just stick with that. So in case you haven't noticed, this video, Kids First Gaming PC. Okay. So this video has gone up by 100,000 views in the last week, which is pretty neat, I guess. However, a lot of the comments are really cancer. Let's see, how do I word this without offending everyone? I didn't make the video retard compatible, you know? I know the internet really likes that word. Not enough was explained in the video for everyone to get enough context to what the hell is going on. I'll admit, my hair. So my hair is even worse back then somehow. I don't know how that's possible, but man, that should have been the thumbnail right there. I had a lot of fun making it. Fun fact, I was on drugs when I made this. It's up to you to decide if I'm kidding or not. Oh, shit. Okay, so recently I've updated the description. So as of recently, there's been a lot of comments. There's about, oh shit, that was 600 last time I saw it. Okay, well, so we are gonna take a look at some of them, the more cancer ones. So this was a video for computer build for a kid, published on September 2nd. That's really important for some of you guys, because you guys didn't notice that it was made months ago. Almost 5 months ago now. There's some things that people didn't really understand about the video, or it's like they didn't watch it, or they just kind of like looked at it, was like, ew, what the hell is that? Get the fuck out of here. It has an i5 6400, which is like the 2.7 gigahertz one, but it turbos to like 3.2 or 3.3, something like that. Then there's like 8 gigs of RAM, just like G.Skill NT or whatever. And then there's a 1 terabyte hard drive, MSI Pro VD, I don't know, something like that. And then there's a GTX 660 and a 500 watt power supply. I think that's it. And then a shitty Xeon 560 case. Well, most of the comments are on the video card. A lot of them. Because I guess people thought I bought the GTX 660, which is a bad idea for anyone else, especially if you're going and looking on like Amazon or whatever. If you were to find one, go on like eBay, but like it's not really relevant anymore. I've had that for quite a while, and I was going to incorporate it into this build. Why I use a 660, he doesn't need that much GPU horsepower. That's it. And I used an i5 because it was more, and like not an i3, I felt like CPU power for him would be more reasonable. And it was 6400 because the budget was so close. Like I just barely fit everything together. Another thing about the build was upgradability. I purposefully got 1 stick of RAM and not like dual channel, so you could upgrade to 16 gigs later. You can use a different graphics card. You can add up to a 7700 or an i7 7700. You can add an SSD or more hard drive space. I think people didn't understand that I already had the card. I didn't mention that. Also, this is not a tutorial. Nowhere you'll see the word tutorial. Not in any way some sort of, you should follow these instructions or buy these parts. And I don't recommend you ever do that with stuff I do, because there's always some corner I've cut. And some of the more retarded comments I pin, like this one by this literal 12-year-old. I'm not just saying that, he's actually 12. He said so. I pinned that. I also pinned this one. because of how fucking stupid it is. He says for $680, same as the PC part picker link or whatever, I could build a much better PC. You cannot. You cannot, and I will disprove that right now. The only way you can, hear me out, you can go a different route and get more GPU power. However, you would have to cut corners on the CPU. Oh, here it is right here. So I chose the cheapest case and the cheapest RX 460, which is also 2 GB, and the cheapest motherboard with the same processor and a pretty cheap power supply, and it came out. Okay, so $680. That was everything, including peripherals and Windows. However, once you take all that away, it's underneath $500, and it's like $490. So if you cut a ton of corners on this build, go cheap out on everything you can barely get it cheaper. And a lot of that is from this case right here, because the case I got was $40, so that's $20 more. Boom, you've hit the same price as my build. So you can't. I've just proven that. You cannot. And these are pretty much the cheapest prices. This was just from the other day I set this up. I saw one person did post a link, and I did look at it, and I don't know if I'll be able to find the comment, but it had an i3, I don't know if it was a new i3 or old i3. No. It was one of the hyper-threaded Pentiums. And he had that, which lowered the cost by about $100, and then added on the 1050 Ti. So you'd get better graphical performance, however you are lacking a CPU quite a bit there. I love these ones. Why did you go with the 660? Not like a 1050 Ti?
Because it didn't fucking exist at the time.
I think people believe that when you watch a video, that's when it was created. This was created before the 1050 Ti existed. Now you can't say the same thing about the 460. 460 was around. However, I don't know. I already had the 660. I sold it for cheap, so, or $80 is cheap. This guy, I'm aware this is meant for a small child, but what the fuck, Lamau? Why an Intel i5? Why Intel? You're mostly paying for the name. With the money from the CPU, you bought a better processor that isn't Intel, as well as more RAM and decent SSD. The point was upgradability, like I mentioned before, which I even mentioned in the video. If you go AMD, you can upgrade to anything new. If you go like X4 at 60K, there is no upgrade path from there. If you go FX 8350, then kill yourself, because you shouldn't be buying one these days. Why did you get a 660 in 2016? I didn't. That's why. Another thing, I saw I think 4 or 5 comments at least asking if I use thermal paste, because they didn't see me use it. So except I literally showed it in the video right here. I'm actually pointing to it in the video. Hey, look at that. That's thermal paste, I say. No, I don't say that, but I might as well have, because, hey, look, that's it, right there. Which is why I didn't apply it to the CPU, because it was pre-applied. I don't want to use any of my Arctic Silver, which is, oh, I lost it. That's great. Oh yeah, people are saying the computer is, really shit. Man, it's like they neglect to look at the benchmarks. Now, I agree. I mean, I don't know. This isn't an overkill PC or anything, but come on, a 660, an underclocked i5, got 50 FPS average on all these games on high settings at 1080p. The only game that didn't get 50 or more was Rise of the Tomb Raider, which got 33 on medium, which kind of sucked, but whatever. There's your benchmarks, in case you didn't watch the video. There you go! Another thing, music choice. It was really classical. I did that on purpose. I decided to. I knew the music was pretty much a meme, so I just put that on because thought it'd be funny if I did that to you. Made you listen to that shit. I don't know what I want to say. Thank you for watching, I guess. Catch you on the flip side. Hell yeah. How do I want to end this? Do I just like do that?